Welcome everyone. These are the steps to create a t-shirt quilt. First, gather your materials. You will need 12 to 15 t-shirts for a throw. You'll also want a fusible interface. A non-woven, single-sided, lightweight interface is your best. Get some cotton fabric if you want to do some sashing and borders. Then your batting and backing. Needles. Needles is going to be really important. You want a ballpoint needle to do a t-shirt. The ballpoint needle separates the fibers instead of the regular needles that can break the fibers. You don't want a t-shirt to be separated or it could start to run. On the Gross Becker package for the needles, you're going to want to look for an FG/SUK. That's the ballpoint needle. The FG is a medium-sized ballpoint needle, and the FFG is a small size. For this project, we are using the FG. To prepare and cut the shirts, wash your t-shirts without any fabric softener. Some like to iron after they wash. And then you're going to do some rough cuts on the t-shirt. Cut off the sleeves and the neckband. Cut up the sides to separate the front to the back. If you are cutting around the graphics, leave at least 2 inches of fabric on each side. And then fuse the interface. Follow the manufacturing direction. Fuse it with a dry iron to remove the stretch. Then you want to cut your fused blocks to size, and then you're going to arrange them and piece them together. Now it's time to quilt. From the home page, Aubrey's going to tap on Try Other Product here in the bottom right. Then she's going to tap Start on QCT 6. This is our edge-to-edge level. She's going to move the machine to the top left off her quilt top and press the top left button, and then move the machine to the bottom right and tap the bottom right button. She's going to select her design. She's going to select a design that Carla created. Then she's going to give her design a pattern height. She's going to go with 8.5. And then next, this screen allows you to adjust spacing if you need any spacing between the rows. She's going to leave it at 0. Now she's going to do her top quilt top edge. She's going to move her machine to the top left and tell the program where her quilt top edge is. She's gone off just a little bit, and she's topped the top left node. Now she's going to move her machine to the top right and tap the top right node. And then she's going to go down the quilt top edge on the right and tap the right button. Then she's going to go back across to the left edge and tap the left edge button. Now this does an auto placement. Aubrey is going to do her own placement on this one because she doesn't want the design to start. She wants it to start on the quilt top. So she's moving her machine and tapping the nodes on the left and then on the right to get her placement. And then Aubrey's going to get her marks before she starts quilting, just in case something happens. She tapped on top left and the machine is moving to the top left. Then she's going to tap on single stitch. Then she's going to tap on move right, and the machine's going to move to the top right placement. so she can do single stitch. One thing awesome about the edge-to-edge version is all of your marks are off your quilt top. And then she's going to tap on single stitch to get her top right mark. Now she's going to tap on next. Then she's going to move her machine closer to the start point. And then tap on single stitch to pull up her bobbin thread. Now she is ready to sew.
Sorry, my video is a little off on my sound in my video.
With the t-shirt quilts, I've seen a lot of people say you shouldn't stitch over the silk screen, or some you can't. Aubrey decided to try it out. We discussed whether she should do pattern eclipse to keep it out, but she really wanted to use the edge-to-edge level of the software, so she chose to stitch over it. And her needle is doing awesome with this medium ballpoint. It's not gumming up her needle at all, and it's just going right through it. If it hadn't, we probably would have stopped and done pattern eclipse to avoid the silk screen part of the t-shirt.
So why this is stitching, I have 1 minute, because that's when time was. I would like to know from others, do you sew through the silk screen on your t-shirts, or do you avoid them? Like I said in the video, that I've seen both people that have problems stitching through the silk screen because of it gums up the needle, and then they start having a lot of skipping stitches. So yeah, in the comments, that'd be awesome to see how many people stitch through them or not. Aubrey was able to just go, I don't know if it was because of the needle, because we got the medium one, where I heard Grosbecker say that the smaller one's a better one. That's what they told us, but we used the bigger one, and it just went really nice through it. So yeah.
Okay. Now we should be on the computer. I don't have my camera on.
It has completed its row, so Aubrey is going to pull up the bobbin thread. She's moving it away, then she's going to move it back and do a single stitch, then pick up her bobbin thread and trim her threads. Then she's going to tap continue on the software. Here you could pull up your bobbin threads, but she already done that, so she's going to hit next. And now it's going to move to her next marks. I talked to Aubrey into using a Sharpie just to do when it moves away to go to the other side, just to do a little dot on her batting. Sometimes that's better because the tape doesn't stay very good on the batting. And now the machine is moving across to give her her next mark. Now the program has told Aubrey it is time to move the fabric. Tap OK after you have moved it and you are ready to proceed. She's going to choose the center section of her quilt, and she's going to move the machine to, she's going to tell the machine where her edges are again. She's going to move it to the left side edge and tap the left button. And then she'll move it down and tap the left bottom button. Now she's moving the machine across the frame, and she's going to tap on the top right to show the program where her right side edges are. Now she's doing the top right and down the bottom right, and then next. Now she's going to move the machine over her marks and then tapping the node. It is important to do the left side first and then the right side. Now she's going to pull up her bobbin thread. And do the single stitch. Then she'll hit next, and now she's ready to sew. So she'll continue to do the center part of her quilt a few more times until she gets to the bottom. Aubrey now is at the bottom of her quilt, and she's going to choose the bottom edges, and it will be just like the top, but she'll be doing the bottom. She's going to tell the program where her quilt top edges are. She's going to do the right side first, and she's going to do the top right, and then she's going to move her machine down to the bottom right of her quilt top and tap the bottom right edge button. Then she'll move it across to the left, and now she's going to place her last zone. With the edge to edge, it's really rows, so she's going to place her last row. And she's pressed next. Now she's going to move the machine back to the left, close to the start point, and do the single stitch to pull up her bobbin thread. And then she's going to hit next, and now she's ready to finish her last row. It has completed its sewing. And she's going to pull up her bobbin thread at the end. Then she'll hit next. And congratulations, you are finished. Thank you for watching.
And then we post these videos on YouTube so you guys can get on there and like and comment. Maybe you guys thought of a question later, you can comment on there, and it helps us learn what you guys are looking for and asking about and all those kinds of things. So we appreciate you guys watching those and commenting and sharing those. And that is the end of our call today. So thank